Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, the Nerd here. Welcome to another exciting review portion, actually, because, like I said, because no reactions for the meantime, unfortunately. One Piece Motherfucking Greatness, episode 1000, and, what the fuck was it again? I'm trying to remember. 1063, I think? I had to go look real quick. No, 16. Oh no, sorry, no. 1164. That's what it was. And we got Monkey D Jesus right here. Can we get much higher? So high. Be sure to rate the video, comment, subscribe, click on the bell, join the subscribe, likes, follow me on social medias, get advertising as well. Also, shout out to the very lovely and very attractive, beautifully attractive, very hilariously funny Miss NML. Link to her YouTube down below for all the fun voice acting stuff, from collabs to fan dubs and all that jazz, basically. Also, her Twitch, which I don't know what's going. Well, actually, there is a reason I think uh, why she's somewhere now back in Twitch form, for reasons, and that is because I believe she is doing something with a new program. So there is something with that. She's been kind of like playing around with it though. So stick around though. There might be some more updates for that. But also that might be on like a little bit more spicier side, which whoo baby, I love that, especially that voice of hers. Oh, but yeah. Anyways, yeah. So like I said, eventually, hopefully she will be coming back real soon. coming back hopefully sometime soon enough and not too later on Twitch form. Hopefully so. But anyways, like I said, the link is down below. Um, oh, sorry to hear that. Down below. So yeah, you can check all that out as well. Like I said, oh yeah. So hopefully, like I said, oh yeah, we did finally get to hang out though, at least for like the last 2 days, and it was good. I was glad we made some of our memories along the way and stuff, and etc. Yeah, it was great to catch up again, and yeah, we had a lot of fun. Definitely can't wait. I think she is fun. She is back like at her job schedule now, so that's technically why. But anyways, yeah. So since she's back on the job schedule now, at the meantime, that's the reason why. Um, she basically is not really doing anything else. But anyways, yeah, I just want to say thank you, and also thank you very much for spending time for me during the weekend of my birthday, though, which I really did have a. I was also happy that you were with me for my birthday, which was actually really good. And yeah, remember, Night Rose is number one wifey for life. You're my second favorite. God, I remember my life so precious to me and everything. So thank you very much. As for me being Polly, you already know how my feelings are on that. So yes. Uh, anyways, yeah, and I'll always continue to keep supporting and loving you like I always do. Yeah. All right. So the episode. Right. So the episode itself. Now, okay. Here's the thing. My bad. Speaking of birthday, my bad that this review is pretty much late to the party. And again, I don't know how these shit's been happening lately, but it seems to be like my weekend or the Sunday or whatever has been a little bit more busier than the usual, and that's the reason why I haven't gotten to um the actual what you call it. We're doing the reviews because of my birthday weekend, like I mentioned, it was my birthday. So because it was my birthday, I had this review pretty much done late. So I do apologize for that. And by the time I got to watching it, it was a little bit like a day or two after, the day and a half after. So yeah. Anyway, but the episode itself is very simple though. They finally get to go to where the school is and whatnot. And it turns out the days of the Warriors of elbaf have unfortunately changed. Yeah, they unfortunately changed. So they unfortunately are no longer the Warriors that Usopp dreamed. Like, oh my god, we're gonna be like these kids are gonna be like future giant fighting warriors. And to be fair, there's only a few of those left. And really, actually, kind of like explain to them that yeah, I'm pretty much one of the last of them. And I don't know how Luffy gets in a situation where she ends up in like giant titties and giant boobies. Like it's so weird. Like he always ends up in this situation. Like ever since from like the last parts of like the pre-time skip and whatnot, so that, and then of course the time skip, ever since then, like it's always been a situation where like he doesn't realize it until he finally notices like how bouncy and how genuinely soft it is. So it kind of makes sense. It's like, yeah, but yeah. Anyways, yeah. So that part alone was like pretty funny. So Yeah, anyways, yeah. But she didn't really care because she was like, you know what? Nah, it's fine. Look, I don't really care. I'm just chilling. I'm the one who's actually helping the kids, learn and crap like that. So, no, we get to learn more about that. And we found out about this King Harold. I think it's King Harold, which is basically the original ruler of elbaf. Unfortunately, got killed by his own son, according to what happened what those years ago. He died from his own son, and I'm not gonna say exactly like all that because again, as a manga reader, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut on that though, which I pretty much I pretty much already know like who it is and what it is and whatnot. I'm already familiar with it, so yeah. Not only that though, Chopper and Robin went to go to the library. Meanwhile, Soul was showing them the library, and the library basically has these books that become enlarged, like for like giants and stuff. When like basically they're in like the little treehouse thing, like the little library, the treehouse library, or no, I think it's called like the Great Owl Library or some shit like that. I forget what it was called, but it's something like that. And basically, she didn't realize the books can like enlarge themselves or whatever, but they still stay the same size. But like when you open them up, like in that space or some shit like that, they turn big. And Chopper was scared for a second. He goes, no, 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 like don't hurt Robin. But then like like it's okay. Like like she said I'm fine. And basically, she notices like every single book pretty much that was about to burn from the world government was actually saved that day. And of course, she gives a very emotional scene. Of course, she starts crying a little bit, getting a little more emotional because the ghost of like Clover just comes with her basically. And then like she does that little famous laugh that like Soul told him to do the whole that. And it was like, oh, that was kind of nice. That was kind of sweet. But then, holy fucking shit, man. The ending to this episode was definitely my all-time favorite. So we have Loki, and Loki is talking to someone named Shaggy or something like that. Like zoinks, man. Like, no, not that Shaggy. Watch me zoink right in. Like, no, not that Shaggy, okay? It's somebody else. I guess it's like a code name or something like that. And basically he's talking about, and it looks like it could be someone that's like soft. Like maybe it's like also like coded for like a woman's voice or a girl's voice. I don't know, but it sounds a little like a bit mixture of that kind of. But in a way, it definitely sounds like it's like definitely like a regular guy's one. It's like a mix of guy and a girl. And yeah. Anyways, so when that happened, basically, and then we got something like that. So who knows what that's all about? Maybe because that's the ancient weapon. Maybe it's Shirahoshi talking to him. It's possible it could be Shirahoshi talking to him in some kind of way. It's possible, but they're just like trying to hide the fact. And then we get to the very end of this fucking episode. The very end of this episode, we got some unwanted guests that are coming on in. Huge amount of hockey. While meanwhile, Dorian Bargy, they're still, them drinking, having a good old time in the actual hometown, the village. Meanwhile, when that's going on, some unwanted guests. Like, it's odd because how the fuck did Dorian Bargy did not sense that incredible amounts of hockey unless because it's something like so advanced they can't really censor or something like that compared to like normal powerful hockey. It's probably what to be fair, it's probably possible, yeah. It's possible that it could be something like that. But I'm not so sure. But anyways, yeah, so that's basically what it is for the episode. Uh Overall, like when it comes to the episode, like I said, the animation was nice. The animation was fine. The ending, though, definitely made this episode like one to remember by. And then we have the kids. Like I said, you have the kids, of course. Obviously, this is the next generation, but it's totally different. Like not like the hardcore warriors like Usopp thought they were gonna be. It's like, come on, man, this is Outback. But they're like, yeah, but during these times, things are different. Even the old ruler basically kind of wanted it to be that way, basically in a way. Even and there were even some people who did disagree with the rules, say, no, fuck that. We're not on the Warriors, shit like that. So like, yeah, but how politics could like be and whatnot. So yeah, it's complicated. That's all you gotta know. Like politics is complicated. Well, okay. I mean, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's not complicated. It's just the problem is like explaining different views and stuff like that. Like I don't know, like I don't like going into details of that. But anyways, let's see. If I were to give this episode a score, uh, uh, I would say like it's a pretty damn good episode, I guess. But like I don't know. Uh, hmm. I think it was just like the ending. The ending to me definitely made the episode. like I guess worthwhile. So I would say because of the ending, probably a instead of a 3 out of 5, I'll give it like a 3.5 out of 5 because it was a decent plus. It was a decent episode. It went from like an okay plus to a decent episode. Like it was okay plus to decent because then we have these motherfuckers just come out of no man's land out of nowhere at the end of the episode. So yeah, that's gonna be something right there. And that's basically it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of this week's episode of One Piece motherfucking. Well, I don't know about week now. Could be just like latest episode in general. Cause it's been like what, like 2 days. I can't say really a day, but I'm recording like a couple days basically. So like, it came out Sunday. So yeah. Anyways, that's it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of the latest episode of One Piece 1164. Of course, I'll see you guys next week for episode 1165. So yeah. But please take care of yourselves, y'all. Stay safe enough. It's right crazy times. I do my wacky and crazy. Have a good night, good morning, good afternoon. Where you guys are at. Peace fuck out. Peace, hello, chain grease in the sky. God, and is the limit. And my fantasy support, read what you watch. And remember to follow my social medias, my gamer tags, and also very quick shout out to the very lovely and absolutely beautifully attractive, hilariously funny Miss Anna Melanie. Both her YouTube and her Twitch down below. Huge shout out. And yeah, that's basically it. See you.